I am making this video so that people know who this scumbag is and will be looking for him. I have two clips. The first clip is telling you exactly what this scumbag did. It is nasty, it is pathetic, and people need to know that this is somebody that is walking around free right this minute. He escaped from prison. His name is Grant Hardin. If you are in Arkansas or the surrounding areas and you see this guy, call it in. This guy is a danger. At random, he just took somebody out. 30 years before he did that, he did something vile to a woman at a church setting. This person is vile. Listen to these videos. Remember his face, and if you're around Arkansas, catch him.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Tonight, we learned what linked a former cop in Northwest Arkansas to a 20-year-old cold case involving the sexual assault of a teacher.
In the conclusion of our two-part special, Tyler Thomason shows us how a tragic murder just 2 years ago broke a case from 1997 wide open.
From the front porch of her pawn and bait shop,
maybe 5 businesses here.
Sharon Barnett keeps an eye on a place she's grown to love.
Small town, small people, you know. Just
Gateway, Arkansas, in the northwest part of the state, is home to about 400 people. Its winding 2-lane roads creep near the Missouri border. Neighboring communities get even more desolate. Cows seem to outnumber people. It was along this road in early 2017, Sharon's comfortable corner of the world was shattered.
Heard the shot. That's when you heard the shot.
A booming gunshot, followed by the discovery of a man dead in his Gateway work truck.
he was an awesome brother.
The victim was James Appleton.
He was just that type of a brother that would bend over to help anybody.
Moments after the deadly shot, deputies needed help finding the suspect. A name surfaced at the scene from a witness.
Did you physically see him inside the car?
Yes.
Who was it?
His name is Grant Hardin. I just know that he worked for Gateway as a policeman.
He isn't changed this time.
Hours later, Grant Hardin was in handcuffs. The same Grant Hardin who used to be Gateway's police chief and worked a polka-dotted career in law enforcement.
I know you've been a police officer for a while now, so you understand.
They snatched me up out there and nobody told me anything. I don't understand.
He's certainly a very manipulative person.
Nathan Smith prosecuted the case. Hardin pleaded guilty to murder in exchange for a 30-year prison sentence. The Arkansas Department of Correction submitted his DNA sample into a database, which then cracked a cold case and sent shockwaves through the community.
It was proven to be Mr. Hardin beyond all scientific certainties.
Hardin's DNA matched the DNA preserved in a rape case from 1997 when a teacher, Amy Harrison, was sexually assaulted at Frank Tillery Elementary in Rogers on a Sunday morning as a church service was held in the cafeteria. Hardin pleaded guilty to the rape earlier this year. The man, who worked as a police officer, a police chief, a county constable, and a corrections officer, was now on the wrong side of the law.
Grant Hardin, in my view, in my personal experience, is one of the most dangerous people that I've ever seen, for the reason that he does not at first appear that way. He is a man capable of a seemingly random, horrific murder, as well as a random, horrific rape.
That teacher from 1997, Amy Harrison, spoke to a crowd of media after learning of Hardin's guilty plea.
I don't know
I'm not sure that forgiveness is the word that I could use. I guess just settled. You know, he's where he needs to be, I'm where I need to be, and I will move on.
But just 15 miles away, the rain still falls.
You've got to move on, and because life goes on. And, you know, the Lord's going to get us through it. He will. He's done a good job so far.
And so do the tears across the street from the Gateway City Park, where Sharon's brother James is wearing his well-known smile.
Grant Hardin is serving nearly a 60-year sentence in a state prison in Calico Rock. He'll be eligible for parole in 2054. By then, he'll be in his 80s. Now, if you missed part of that, we ran last night. You can find the entire thing pinned to the top of our webpage, krk.com.
Covering news where you live. 5 News starts with breaking news.
Breaking news happening at a prison in north central Arkansas, where an inmate who once worked as a police chief in northwest Arkansas has escaped. According to the Department of Corrections, Grant Hardin escaped from the prison around 3:30 this afternoon. The escape happened at the north central unit near Calico Rock. It's a little over 60 miles east of Harrison. Here's a look at Hardin's most recent mugshot released by the Department of Corrections. He was serving sentences at the prison since 2017 for first-degree murder and rape. Both crimes happened in Benton County, where he also worked as a police chief in the town of Gateway. This surveillance photo released by the Stone County Sheriff's Office shows Hardin during his escape. You can see he appears to be wearing a Department of Corrections uniform. Both the murder and rape he's convicted of happened in Benton County, where Hardin also had a history of working in law enforcement and worked as a police chief in Gateway before his arrest. Stone County Sheriff Brandon Long says his department was alerted around 5 p.m. They're assisting the Arkansas Department of Corrections, State Police, and the Izard County Sheriff's Office, which is where the prison is located. Authorities are using every resource available, including drones. The sheriff says the roads leading into Stone County from Izard County are shut down, and they're checking all vehicles. He's encouraging people to stay alert no matter how far away you live from the prison, making sure your vehicles are locked, and if you see something, say something. Calling Hardin extremely dangerous.
I don't feel like he's got a whole lot of choice but to get a vehicle, you know, and now whether he just steals the vehicle or he takes someone hostage with the vehicle is you know, our biggest fear, obviously. You know, that's one reason why we've got the roads shut down leading from Izard County.
Here's a look at Hardin's history. He was the police chief in Gateway, a small town between Bentonville and Eureka Springs near the Missouri state line. He pled guilty to first-degree murder for the shooting of James Appleton. It happened near Garfield in 2017. Hardin's rape conviction was for a separate crime in 1997. DNA evidence was used to identify him as the suspect in the assault of a teacher at a Rogers Elementary School. He eventually pled guilty to that charge as well. The Department of Corrections didn't provide any information about his whereabouts. The Benton County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying they're working closely with the Department of Corrections to locate Hardin due to his strong ties to Benton County. We want to show you photos of Grant Hardin one more time. The Stone County Sheriff's Office says he is extremely dangerous. Anyone who spots him or has any information on where he is should call 911. You can find all the information released today by the Department of Corrections on the free 5 News app. You can find all our coverage of Hardin's past cases.
Now, people may think I did this for the views or whatnot. No, I didn't. I did this to make sure that people know what's going on. I don't make any money off my videos yet. I'm almost to that point. But that's not the point of this video. This video is to alert people. If you have friends, if you have family in Arkansas, like I said, let them, you just saw the video. Let them know what's going on. We need to find this scumbag and get him back behind bars. I don't know what's going on. I'm doing this at 7:35 in the morning at 5:26. May 26, 2025. He escaped 3 p.m. 25th of May. So I'm recording this just, about 15 hours, 16 hours after he escaped. Still hasn't been caught. Let's Let's get it done, America. I don't care what your politics is. Let's get it done. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Get out there and get something done. Bye now. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Well, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.